Welcome back, everyone, to Pontas Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 10, Episode 4 of Game of Thrones, the board game. We are playing Martell versus Targaryen. It's the Dornish led with Baratheon support of Westeros versus Essos's Targaryens. Doing a quick flyover of the board. We just wrapped up round 3. We will jump into round number 4. We'll do a quick word from this channel's sponsor, and then we'll get right back into gameplay. Thank you guys for watching. Pontas Fathom Hobbies is brought to you by the books that we produce. We've got a bookstore link down in the description where you can check out the 6 volumes of the Catu journals, including Hermeticism of Hastur, Genealogy of Cthulhu, and the Necromancy of Nyarlathotep. It's also available in the hardcover omnibus edition. We've also got the 3 volumes of Artificial Psychology of Desiring Machines in our podcast saga, including George R.R. Martin's Dragons and the Esoteric Dragon Mysteries, as well as the Esoteric Saturn Mysteries. You can also check out Lost Carcosa and the Yellow Sign and the Killingworth Bogman, and our newest offering, the Lovecraftian Alchemical Courtship in the Dreamlands. Each volume takes place in another one of Lovecraft's dreamland cities. Aim Aimless, Aim Vicious in Cellophase, Hope's Home, Hysteria's Heart, and is in Daleth Lane. Stubborn Devotions of Venting and Forgiving with Hypnos in the City of Thrawn. Now back to our gameplay. Okay, jumping into round number 4. Without further ado, we get another dragon token. So now our dragon strength for the Targaryens is at level 2. We also have got ships from Dorne, Dragonstone, and Winterfell into the coastline of Essos. So not looking good there. We do have, I forgot to do our consolidate power orders. We've got to consolidate power for Targaryen. Just kind of clean these up now. I didn't clean them up last time. We got one for Dragonstone here. We've got one for nope, we've got one for Lannister. And we've got one for Greyjoy. And we've got one for Stark and Aaron. Stark and Aaron. Okay. Okay, first off, we got the Westeros phase. Let's grab our first Westeros card here. We have the Throne of Blades. The holder of the Iron Throne token, which is House... Iron Throne token is House Tyrell, the Highgarden. Can choose to have everyone update their supply. Everyone musters units, or this card has no effect. Let's let everybody muster units. I think that's a good use of this card. So, mustering units quickly. We've got 4 for Targaryen. And we'll represent those with an additional ship. There's 2. And then another knight for 2. It's the 4. We've got Dorne. House Martell. It's 2, 3, 4 from Starfall. It's 4 for Dorne. Let's give Dorne a ship. And let's give Dorne a knight. Let's go to House Tyrell. They've got 2, 4. They've got 4 also. Let's give them a ship and a knight. Next up, let's have Baratheon. They've got 2, 4 for Baratheon. Again, we'll give them a ship and we'll give them a knight. Next up, we will do Lannister. 2, 4, 5. Let's also give them a ship. And let's give them a siege weapon at Harrenhal, and a knight at River Run. Okay, siege weapons involved here now. Aaron, they've got 2, 3. Let's give them one more ship. And one more knight. Well, why not? Just give them a siege weapon as well. Give them a siege weapon. Maybe they can start to do a siege across the bay. Greyjoy, they've got 2, 4, 5. Give them another ship. Give them a knight and a soldier unit. Stark, they have 4. Let's give them a ship. Never thought of Stark as being seafaring like this. And we'll also give them a knight. Okay, so that is going to do it for our Westeros Phase 1. Westeros Phase 2. Winter is coming. We can shuffle this deck and get a new card. Let's put all of the cards back from here. I'm going to shuffle the discard pile as well. Put this back in as well. And pick a new one. We get Last Days of Summer, so no worries there. Phase 3. We get Phase 3. Put out the sword. No restrictions this round. We'll do no restrictions. We do have the Wildling Track advancing by 1. Wildling Track advances by 1. Finally, the Essos phase. Essos phase gives us Fleshmade Fire, the Reach. The Reach is a Targaryen loyalty point. So that will wrap it up. Let's go ahead. So what I'll do is I'm going to go into the planning phase. I will place down our orders. I'll let you know the strategy. We'll do it in a fast forward mode. I think I'll also reveal them in fast forward. Just talk over it because there's a lot to do here, and I don't want to take up too much time for you guys in this. So we'll jump into quick fast forward mode, and then we will resolve all the gameplay. A strategy will be a little different than before now. I think we're going to try to move our first troops from Dorne out of Westeros and into Essos. We're going to continue pushing with Baratheon and Starks from a naval attack, and then just mustering the rest of our troops to move forward and gain better positioning to invade Essos. Okay, we've got our orders placed. We've got the assigned orders for the planning phase. We're going to do our reveal orders now. I'm just going to reveal them all at once. We're going to try to move some troops from Dorne into Essos. So that's one of our major things. We've also got a number of ships coming. I'm also going to have the Iron Bank. Since our dragons have liberated Pentos, I'm going to have the Iron Bank go ahead and buy that piece there, because we actually get it for free. So if you check out our Iron Bank token here, Iron Bank token is -1. And this right now, Siege Engineers, is set to -1. So I'm going to buy that and give it to Targaryens. Targaryens will buy it. Revealing Greyjoy orders, Lannister orders. Okay, we've got all of our orders, Baratheon orders. Okay, so we're going to get 2 siege engines. Let's go ahead and place those, and I'm going to place them Oh, we don't have siege with Baratheon, huh? siege engineer. Does that mean we can't use that? Okay, well I'll just take the one, since we don't have siege, I guess they count our, I'll just add the one extra member here. We'll put it in Norvos, there, we'll just get that for free. So that one card. Okay, we'll look at our rating. This clears, so that's all cleared out from the raids. Strip those away. Let's go to orders. So my first order I'm going to do is I've got these troops here from Sunspear. I'm going to move them to the Distilled Lands. So we've got our first invasion of Essos up on the top here. I'll also have a moving from the Ironwood to Sunspear for next turn for the Ironwood. I'm going to have, let's have the Baratheons fighting these Targaryens here. So it's 3 versus 2, but we have a +1. I will move this here to a +1, so we've got 4 versus 3. Let's take the Targaryen and the Baratheon cards at random. See what we get here. We get Targaryen 0, Brienne of Tarth. So is the Brienne of Tarth. So they're going to lose 1 ship, and we'll push them back to the port, and we'll clear that out. So Brienne of Tarth versus Melisandre. They can also return a card back to their pile, so I'll go ahead and do that after. So we've cleared out first naval combat there. We'll also have, let's have the dragons here come to Castle Rock. So we'll clear out dragons from there. We'll also have the Baratheons. Let's have Baratheon staging like this, and we'll have this Baratheon here. We'll move them next round. We'll have them move next round. They can move to here. Got a +1. Let's just have them do some rearrangement there. So we'll move that. We'll also have River Run. They're going to move this to Harrenhal and then vice versa. And we're going to move the ship from here out into the Golden Sound for the Lannisters. We'll move our Dornish marches from Highgarden down to the 3 towers, hopefully getting them on the ships. The other ones are in the defensive mode, so that's fine. Next up, we'll have Greyjoy. Greyjoy is going to launch these ships out into the bay with this movement, and they can defend these. That's fine, the defenses. And we'll have Stark will move 1 here, the ship out into the narrow sea from the Bight. And then we will move the ship from the Bight. We're going to move troops from the narrow sea to Pentos. That is controlled by the Baratheons, but so I guess we can have this move here, +0. Let's have the Targaryens will fight them. So Targaryens have this +1, so it's 3 versus 6, 7. Targaryens get Rakaro, and we get the Blackfish. So 1, and it's going to force us to retreat. We're going to have to retreat back to the Widow's Watch, but we don't lose any characters for this. So Stark's try an invasion does not work, but that is going to do it for those attacks. And I believe we can go to the... Actually, you know what? Actually, instead of the dragons going from here, I'm going to have the dragons attack the Eyrie. Let's have the dragons attack the Eyrie. So there's 6 strength now versus 3 strength. So dragons will get a card, and we'll have the Baron gets a card. So 6 versus 3. So 6 plus 1 and 7 versus Lisa Aaron 4. So it's going to be a retreat for Lisa Aaron, but they're going to move out to the Mountains of the Moon. They had +0. Okay, so that's going to do it. Lisa Aaron. Dragons have landed in the Eyrie for the Targaryens. I will go ahead and collect the tokens for all of our consolidated orders, and I will see you guys in the next round. We'll be in round number 5. So thanks for watching. We'll do a quick flyover of the board.